Okay, first of all, because I spoke to Noah earlier, and I asked him, I said, how is this only the 15th anniversary for Duck Down Records when Black Moon had a hit album in 1993?
How do we skip time?
I mean, no, seriously, because, I mean, you guys, I felt like it probably should have been your 20th anniversary. Is it that Duck Down was actually formed after that album came out?
Yeah, I'm about to say, that's why I said I wish it was us. Yeah, actually, Duck Down was formed in 1995.
Oh.
And we wasn't official until 1995. We actually didn't have. We was on Nervous Records with those projects, the Smith and Wesson, Black Moon. They were on Nervous Records, and they were on Duck Down Management. I had the name out there, but it wasn't nothing really official until 1995, until Duck Down Records came.
So, do you guys own the rights to those albums now, or no?
No.
Well, who owns them since there's no more Nervous Records?
I don't. You know what? White actually operates out of the shadows, so I wouldn't say that there's no more Nervous Records. Mike still has his label, and he still does things. Matter of fact, I was, me and Chris Lighty was together doing some stuff, and he the one that put me on to this new mixtape that Nervous record ain't that funny? So Nervous Records are still operating out of the shadows. They didn't go anywhere. They but those are two big albums. I wish I had the masters to them, but unfortunately, we started the label in 1995, so we own the masters to all the material going from that point up to this day.
So Buckshot, honestly, we know who started out with Ducktown Records. I mean, we know that you're one of the owners of Ducktown, but who is on the roster now? Because we're hearing Black Rob was signed.
Yeah, we did a big show last night, and we introduced the new affiliate, to Duck Down. I gotta find the right name because we don't sign people. Like, we don't do the old school 1990s something vibe where we sit down and it's, hey, we sign you to this contract and the done is dealt. And once the paper's signed, we coast glasses and all. We don't do that. We pretty much are one of the main sources of distribution for hip hop. That means that we're a main source. People come to us because we can distribute labels, we can distribute companies, and we do that very, very, very well. So people are like, Ninth Wonder has Jamla, that's his own production. Pharaoh has his own production. Major League, Kids in the Hall. So everybody has their own. I just, spoke to another MC. I started to say his name. Oops. But he called me the other day, and he has the same situation where he's like, look, everything is going good over here. I got what I need. I just need your expertise. I need your information. And that's pretty much what Duck Down brings to the table. We give people a shot and a chance to put out labels and records and companies.
So speaking of that, then, this book should be interesting. It's going to be in stores in November. You're coming out with a book that's The Common Knowledge of the Entertainment Industry, it's called?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because once again, if you go to the records, there's not too many books like that you can pull up. I mean, there's books out there, but there's books that I've read in order, and books that are kind of outdated. Most of this stuff is outdated. None of it's really current with what's going on today. So I pretty much took the opportunity to do that. I took all the information of today, all the things of yesterday, and I combined it into one small manual called The Commonology of the Entertainment Industry. And it's a manual to teach the formats of how to do this game. So when will that be in stores? November 23rd, it'll be in stores, but, y'all can get your pre-orders going online. Leave comments. The more people ask about the book and the more people inquire about the book before the book actually comes out, does better. Book, when it comes, does better when the book actually touches ground. So that's a beautiful thing. Okay. So what is the most valuable thing that we will learn from this book? The most valuable thing that you will learn from this book is that all the answers to bringing you where you need to be at has actually been in front of you the whole time. You've been doing more looking behind you and the side of you than in front of you. And that's why I call the book Common Knowledge, because it's basically common sense put together in a format that you can see. You may know basketball, but until somebody explains the rules to you, then you're really going to learn the game.
So who will be there performing tonight at Toe's Place?
Oh man, I tell you this. Not only the whole Duck Down movement. Skyzoo gonna be there. You know, Sean Price is definitely gonna be there. You know, Smith and Wesson gonna be there. Man, I'm gonna be there. You know, Pharaoh. You know, just look. You never know who's gonna be there because again, when we do our shows, we're family orientated. So you don't know who's gonna pop up.
You should bring Black Rob with you up to Connecticut tonight. You should do that.
Hey, let me tell you something. Black Rob is a part of the movement, man. And like I said, I mean, Duck Down is going to be a movement that's 30 million strong.
Okay, so tell me whether or not with this book you will have some sort of documentary or something coming out, because I think that's a great idea I just came up with.
Oh, well, wow, that's beautiful. Maybe you help me do the documentary together since it was your idea, literally, for real.
I just think that's something to accompany the book. I mean, put the book out first, but then maybe some sort of how-to instructional type video, because I really feel that artists that are on the come-up sometimes just have no idea how to go about things. In fact, me and Craig, and I'm sure you get them too, Buckshot, like even on Facebook and Twitter, get messages like, how do I get my music played? And
Yeah, exactly. And that's the reason why I did the book. That's the reason there's an audio sound card that goes with the book. Sort of like a...
Oh, good. You got the audio.
Yeah, but there's an audio that goes with it that you can play along, and it doesn't play along the words that you're reading, but actually gives the words and the sentences and stuff in an entertaining form. So it's definitely going to be entertaining, and I did that because so many people ask me. Everywhere I go, everybody asks me, how do I become a producer? How do I do, what is retail? What is promotion? You know, what is co-op? All these things that different industry people and non-industry people ask me. So I said, let me put together a book that shows my 15-plus years of experience, how I do it, and the way I do it, because it's not about putting it out. It's not about a secret. We all can do this. I can tell you how to do this all day, but do you have the talent is the question. It's about learning, and it's about what do you have that can add to your information. So I don't have no problem giving it out, even though 99.9% of the industry people don't do it.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people out there that scam people, too.
Yes.
There's people that the number one scam is a person that write a book about how to get on, and they're not on.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you.
So for the people that, and don't judge me as an individual artist success, because that's not what I base my career on. Buck means 50% business, 50% entertaining. So don't base it upon my career and say, well, you only sold X amount, you only had one gold album and da-da-da-da-da, and you just said in the third, as you never sold triple platinum and as an artist. That my focus from the day I became Buckshot was to have a label, and that's what I put my concentration in. Buckshot as an entertainer, as an artist, is straight. I could do what I want, when I want, how I want.
Wow. So who will be releasing the next album from Ducktown? Who's next?
The next album that's coming out is going to be sort of like a triple threat again. It's going to be, whatchamacallit, Smith & Wesson. Hold on, it's going to be Smith & Wesson. I'll be back. Let's see, Monumental, Pete Rock. Then it's going to be Skies. Then it's going to be Pharaoh March. Got an album coming out called War. Then we got Buckshot and Ninth Wonder, The Solution. Then we got Black Rob, and then we got another secret project that we're about to unleash too.
Well, Craig is wondering what's happening with KRS-One at this point.
KRS-One is down with us. He on the roster. He working. He doing his same thing. You know, Chris is grinding. Chris is out on the road right now. Chris is in Europe, and he'll be out there for a couple of months. He's just touring. I just had a couple of things that I had to do with him, and he's chilling, man. Be Real is chilling from Cypress Hill. You know, he's with us too. So yeah, once again, eventually, I hope my vision is to be a label that just put out good music. That's all.
Well, good music is a good thing.
Yeah, man, especially because, there's so many labels that's not around anymore. All these labels from the 90s is gone because they didn't know how to do the new system, and they didn't know. I knew about the new system in 1995. That's why I created the duckdown.com. And I also know about the new system that's about to come after this, and I'm actually working towards it, and that's why I'm asking people to keep up with me, because the game changes all the time. You got to stay 10 steps ahead of it. So if you really want to know where we're going tomorrow, it's bigger than the internet. Trust me, it's bigger than the record label. It's big.
Well, Buckshot, you'll be out here tonight. It's Duck Down's 15th anniversary. It's happening at Toe's Place, 300 York Street in New Haven. Buckshot.
Yes.
Thank you so much for calling us.
Thank you so much, Jenny. Boom, boom.